you were born to deaf parents, both mom and dad. Is that true?
Yes.
And I was curious to find out, at what age were you when you realized that, okay, my parents aren't like these other parents, they have something special, and that's a disability?
I was 3 years old when I realized that they're deaf. Yeah. I one time came to them crawling. That's what my mom told me. I came asking my mom while talking, and she was like, I can't hear. So she told me to write down. But that time I didn't know alphabet so well. So I called my auntie and I told her to tell my mom why she's not talking to me like other parents. And then she was like, Mbo, your mom doesn't talk. That she's dumb, she can't listen, she can't talk, and so is your dad. So the only way was for me to learn sign language. I used to sit in between them as mommy and daddy are conversing. I would pick something from them. When they're done with their conversation, I would ask mommy, what does this mean? So she would write down and be like, this is this and this is that. So yeah, I got to know sign language. I love them the way they are. Yeah, I'm comfortable like that because of their disability, they've given me opportunities.
Have you ever been mocked at by a fellow student because of the disabilities that your parents carry?
Yes, I have. I was in Form 2 in my former school.
What happened?
I was seated and by mistake I broke her plate, and she was like, that's why your parents are deaf. So it hurt.
What did you do?
I just kept quiet and laughed, but in the end I cried and prayed to God that I don't utter bad words to her.
There were other sets of parents' shoes. Would you choose another set?
No way. I'm very comfortable with my parents. I love them.
My name is Big Champ Timo, the Big Champs Show. I want you to believe me that many of the stories, the most amazing stories, are never planned for. Today I am here with the speaker, UNSA of Halcyon High School. In our random, off-camera conversations, there is something amazing that I learned about her. I believe it is worth sharing, and because she's also willing to share it, let's dive into the conversation. How are you, Emily?
I'm fine.
Emily, you just confessed to me, not a confession, but you told me that you were born to deaf parents, both mom and dad. Is that true?
Yes.
And I was curious to find out, at what age were you when you realized that, okay, my parents aren't like these other parents, they have something special, and that's a disability?
I was 3 years old when I realized that they're deaf. Yeah. I one time came to them crawling. That's what my mom told me. I came asking my mom while talking, and she was like, I can't hear. So she told me to write down. But that time I didn't know alphabet so well. So I called my auntie and I told her to tell my mom why she's not talking to me like other parents. And then she was like, Mbo, your mom doesn't talk. That she's dumb, she can't listen, she can't talk, and so is your dad. So the only way was for me to learn sign language. I used to sit in between them as mommy and daddy are conversing. I would pick something from them. When they're done with their conversation, I would ask mommy, what does this mean? So she would write down and be like, this is this and this is that. So yeah, I got to know sign language like that.
I know as a 3-year-old girl, being born to deaf parents doesn't hit as hard as it might hit when you're 10 or 11 or much older. At what point in life did it, pound pain and mixed emotions in you? How old were you besides the 3-year-old girl that we're just talking about right now?
I was 15. By that time I was in Form 2. That thing hurt me a lot when I would see, like mostly on visitation days, my parents would come and they would struggle to talk to them during the VDs. So they would always come and be like, there is a deaf lady who has come. If you know you're the child, come and talk to her. So, and like I would see my friends, they would be talking to their parents, jolly, talking on phone, they would laugh with them. So it would hurt me. I would always ask God, just give me a day, let me listen to my mom and my dad's voice. But I got to know, like, I'm comfortable the way they are. Yeah, if they would speak, I don't know. I think I'd be quarreled at and shouted at. Yeah, but I love them the way they are. Yeah, I'm comfortable like that because of their disability, they've given me opportunities. I can easily go to NTV. I'm usually called for PWD meetings. I'm always there signing to the deaf congregation. And that's why I'm very confident talking to people in public. Yes.
At school, have you ever been mocked at by a fellow student because of the disabilities that your parents carry?
Yes, I have. I was in Form 2 in my former school.
What happened?
I was seated and by mistake I broke her plate and she was like, "That's why your parents are deaf." So it hurt.
What? What did you do?
I just kept quiet and laughed, but in the end I cried and prayed to God that I don't utter bad words to her. Yeah, but it hurt me a lot. Up now I don't talk to her because it's still in me that she said that. Yeah.
If you had been given a chance to rewrite your life story and maybe there were other sets of parents' shoes, would you choose another set?
No way. I'm very comfortable with my parents. I love them because I have friends who complain that their family, they don't interact, they don't laugh, they don't sit down and jazz about their old days. They don't tell you stories or warn you like this boy is not good, stay away from this boy. Because my mom personally, she loves talking to me. Whenever we are together, she's always playing with me. Even up to this age, she always runs around with me in the compound. And I've not seen it in other families. So I'm very comfortable and I love my family.
That's very nice. There are some daughter to mother talks about the girl stuff, the girl issues that come with age, that come with body development. Does mama drive the messages home to you in her own way and do you get it?
Yes, I do get them a lot. She has taught me a lot about my body more than teachers themselves. She has made me who I am, made my body figure. I'm beautiful just like her. Yeah.
Wow. So what advice would you give to people out there that treat persons with disabilities, especially those that have hearing impairments, as outcasts?
Please, I'm talking to you out there. Don't disregard your parents because for me, as I see it, the deaf parents or the blind, actually, the disabled parents, they are a blessing to you because in the future, who knows what will happen? I have got a lot of opportunities. I have earned money because of this. I've even helped my parents build a house because of this. So I only advise you to respect your family, to love them, and to be braggant about them. Show off that I have a mother who is deaf, and it's because of this. Brag about your family because there are very many families that are not happy. They just pretend. Yeah, I think that is it.
Have you ever sat yourself down and wondered why among the so many options your father had to look for a deaf girl or your mother had to look for a deaf boy to fall in love with? Has that ever crossed your mind, and if it did, what answer did you get?
I asked my daddy about it. Why did you choose mommy of all women in the world? He was like, because she's just like me. She understands me. She's loving, though she over quarrels. She's very loving and she's considerate to us. Yeah. And he said he fell in love with that lady. Up to now, they're in love.
So, are you ever scolded by your parents? How do they scold you?
Well, they shout at me. Of course, in sign language, you can really see the emotions they show out. And my mom likes pushing my head, like to make sure that sense enters. And sometimes she likes pulling my ears and my nose because she says it's long. Yeah, she pulls my nose every time. And yeah, she quarrels mostly when I've done something wrong at home. If I've not worked and she has come back and she's so tired and she has seen the house is disorganized. Yeah, she has taught me a lot.
Wow. Are you the only daughter of your mother and father? Are you the only child?
No, we are two. My brother is in Form 1 in this very school. Yeah, he's called Manjasi Samuel. And then there is me, the firstborn.
Did your brother, being the firstborn, did your brother ever have questions about the status of your parents, and if yes, how did you guide him through? How did you make him understand that it is what it is? And
Yes, my brother, one time we were young, when my mom would go to work and my dad would also go out, he would ask me, why is mommy like that? Why don't they talk? Because neighbors are talking and our parents are not talking. So I told him that God created them like that. Maybe he gave us our parents for a reason. Maybe this is a way for us to be successful in future. So don't disregard them. That they're our parents, and that they are the only people we can turn to. Yeah.
sweet sister, do they ever cane? Yeah, sure.
Yes, they caned us. Actually, they've never caned my brother. They only caned me. When I escaped from home, I was young. I was 15. Because my friends were going out for a party and they told me to come. I asked my mom and she refused. I tried pleading, she refused. So I waited for her to sleep at night. I took advantage. God forgive me for their disability. Opened the door and escaped.
So wait, you knew exactly that they wouldn't hear anyway. So
Yeah.
okay, sorry, that's funny.
Yeah, so the next, like, my dad noticed, but he kept quiet because for me, what I've seen, they feel the vibration from down. They felt someone opening. My dad sneaked, like he came to check who's that, and he saw me. He just kept quiet. He went and slept. The next day when I came, I pretend like as if I'm from sleep and so tired. He told me, you first come. Then he told me, lie down. I told him, I can't lie down. For what? What did I do? I didn't do anything. Daddy, what? So he was like, no, you lie down. He doesn't cane with a stick. He canes with a whip. So yeah, he beat me up. He didn't cane me, but he beat me up.
Thoroughly
To teach me a lesson. You know, he grew up from a soldier family.
So he has the basics, the skills.
Yeah.
Emily, you have an amazing story. I see confidence in your eyes. You speak with a lot of energy, and undoubtedly, without any doubt, you have a great future ahead of you. I'm only worried about the challenges that girls face as they are growing up. We are living in a society that doesn't appreciate the girl child, even in marriages. When a woman challenges a man, they call it disrespect. Yet they are standing to face, to address an injustice, or So I'm just worried for you, but I hope you also overcome that. I'm glad you're reading the moral sets. What big lesson? What is your biggest take home as a girl child?
Not to let friends influence me to fall into relationships, and not to let a boy deal dally with my head. Yeah.
Thank you so much for not just your time, but also allowing to share this with us. I hope it pumps some sense into someone out there watching, because if they don't have it, they surely will need it. It's been a pleasure having you.